Hey, welcome back. Hey, I had something on my mind I thought I'd share with you all. I don't know if some of you have had this recently or not. I might encourage you. But this video is going to be, if it had a title, so to speak, it'd be, I'll probably title it, Sometimes They Come Back. It's like an old movie, which goes back to the old times in my old life, who I was before. But take you back to about 27 years ago or so. Uh, I had this friend that would always come to me and seemed to be there all the time. And he seemed to be like a tempter, so to speak, like always there, but always, um, come, we'll do this, let's go do this and do that together. And we were womanized, drugs, we were drunks all the time. And I remember driving home in my car. I had a Chevy Beretta at the time, and I'd bury the needle. And I would drive home 120 mile an hour, no big deal, from going to nightclubs and stuff, chasing women and coming home. I remember asking him a bunch of times. I would ask him, I'd be so drunk. I remember asking him that, who drove? And he looked at me and said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And I'm sitting right behind my own steering wheel. And I made it home by the grace of God. I'm alive and not dead. We did this several times. I did that a lot. I was drunk. And I remember one time we went behind a bar, and as guys did back then, we had to pee before we went into the bar, and it was pitch black. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face, and I remember tripping and falling. It had to have been like 20. It had to be. Well, there's a long ways down there. I know that much. It was pitch black. I hit my back on a rock, and it hurt, and I couldn't move. And I was in a river, and I landed in a river up to my neck, a raging river. And had he not been there, I would have perished and drowned as a drunk and went to hell, died right there by God's grace again. Anyhow, I fast forward to not that long ago. I was getting groceries, and I come out of the grocery store, and after all them years went by, this friend, so to speak, uh, I didn't know it was him at first, but he came up to me and he had glasses on, and he said to me, he said, "You didn't change much these years." And I said, "Well, thanks." And I knew who it was, and how he worded things was kind of like the same words he used back then, years ago. And like tempting and doing it. He was saying stuff like, "Yeah," he says, "I'm having health problems, and I don't know, some card to get drugs or marijuana or something from his doctor." And I said, so it was kind of trying to tempt me back again into my old life back then. And I said to him, I said, "No way." I said, "Not this time." He said, "Where do you live?" And I said, "Down the road." And he said, "Where down the road?" I said, "Down the road." And I tried to get the hint to him in a nice way. I love the guy, but we got to be careful. The enemy will come back again and send the same people to try to tempt you back. It's time to stop. Say not no, not this time around. It's amazing how after all those years, then I just basically he was pretty persistent, trying to get me back to the old ways. I was like, you got to shut it down. In 1 Corinthians 15, verse 33, uh, a bad company corrupts good morals. Some translations say bad friends destroy your life, will destroy you, and stuff like that. I'm like, no way, not again. And I'm not falling for this trick this time. Things have changed, and you might have recognized me in all those years. But the thing is, the outward man is not the same as the inner man. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Putting off old things, those old ways, and the old man. And So it's like I just want to encourage you that don't fall for the game again. It don't matter how long the enemy will try to come back and test you and try to get you back into who you used to be, to put the nail in the coffin, to seal the deal, so to speak, and to get you permanently. And you got to put the run to him in Jesus' name. I'm abstract, but yeah, just beware out there. The devil he roams around. He's like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We can't let him devour us. We're in the last days, man. It's over with. I mean, this life is, this world, this life is evil. I mean, you can't even, it's so bad you can't even trust the food, air, and water you intake this day and age. Everything's wicked, everything's fake, and yeah, you got to just put your foot down when those things happen. And don't be discouraged, and don't be surprised, but when something will rise up in you to help you. God, I love you all, and like I said, sometimes they'll come back. But round two, put a stop to that one. No round two. In Jesus' name, I love you all. Bye.